Does the name Jesus translate to Hail Zeus? Well, I'm about to provide you some information and let you make up your own mind. But first, that's a statue of Zeus, and that's a statue of Jesus. Now, before I start providing information in this video, I want to preface it with the fact that I would consider myself a Christian for the past 2 years, and I don't have a deceptive bone in my body, but I have a truth-seeking bone in my body. And I am always trying to seek closer to the truth, even if that means I have to reject my previously held beliefs. And well, let's get into it. First, what you need to know is this world is run by God-fearing individuals, but it's not the God you think. It's their God, Lucifer. And if you still think that means rock on and I love you, well, you got a lot of research to do, because it literally means the devil, the sign of Satan, and yes, even this one with the thumb. It actually means I love you, devil. And for you interpreters out there and your sign language people who always says, no, it means I love you in sign language. Well, yeah, do you know who created it? Helen Keller, who was a big occultist. She brought it to sign language to inject their love of the devil into everyday society. And it's all of them. All of them? All of them. All of them. And I mean all of them. And like I said, they're God-fearing, but God doesn't mean what you think it does. God is actually short for Godriel, who is another name for Lucifer, a fallen angel that was the deceiver of Eve in the Garden of Eden. So God is actually Godriel. It's why they put a G in their Freemason logo. Godriel. You know, the Freemasons who literally have this in their handbook. When the Mason learns that the key to the warrior on the block is the proper application of the dynamo of living power, he has learned the mystery of his craft. The seething energies of Lucifer are in his hands. What did Lucifer do? He deceived Eve in the Garden of Eden, and another name for Lucifer is God. Godriel. It's why they put in Godriel we trust. Do you really think they're talking about the all-knowing, all-loving, eternal Father? No, they're talking about Lucifer. Oh, and back to Freemasonry, it has nothing to do with Masonry. Ma sons, the sons of Ma, and Ma is transliterated as the light bearer. Lucifer is the light bearer, the Masons of the sons of the light bearer. Not just them. I said it's all of them, and I mean all of them, including Hollywood and the music industry. This is Jelly Roll. You want to hear what he had to say the other day at the Grammys?
I believe that music had the power to change my life, and God had the power to change my life. And I want to tell y'all right now, Jesus is for everybody. Jesus is not owned by one political party. Jesus is not owned by no music label. Jesus is Jesus, and anybody can have a relationship with him. I love you, Lord.
I love you, Lord, is what he finished with. Lord, which literally means Baal. You know, Baal from the Bible, right? The false deity which is often involved in human sacrifice. You really think this guy is worshiping something good and truthful and honest and loving? Now, if God literally means Lucifer, Godriel, and Lord literally translates to Baal, literally, then you don't think there's a chance that maybe, just maybe, they changed the Messiah's name too, so we would be using the wrong name? And maybe even changed his likeness? Now, like I said, I'm not trying to convince anyone of anything. I'm just trying to provide information so people can get closer to the truth like I'm trying to do. And I know they aren't truth. And I've been having people for 1.5 years tell me that Jesus, or Iosus, literally translates to Hail Zeus, because IE translates to Hail, and Zeus translates to Zeus. But you know what I did? I rejected that for 1.5 years because I knew the Bible was very true, because there's a firmament and dragons and giants and all that stuff is in the Bible. But what I didn't realize at the time was how much they layer their deceptions. Let's never peel back the first layer and you find truth. You need to dig, my friends. Honest, it wasn't until this incident with this false flag that it took my guard down enough to look into this for truth to myself. Because you see what those are, right? Maybe you don't know. That's the Ma-Sun pyramid, the Masonic pyramid. And once I saw the nonsense with them and pushing Jesus and knowing what they are and seeing other Satanists and Masons and fallen angels, to be quite honest, like Jelly Roll and Russell Brand and Mark Wahlberg and all the other fake celebrities praising Jesus, well, it took the guard down even more. And then I started listening to people like John Truth on Yahuwah Nation and my buddy Chris Beck, who they have no deceit in their heart. They're just helping kind individuals. And well, it even brought my guard down more. Because if there's one thing in my life that I truly care about, it's truth. And I don't want to believe any untruth. And while I am still a big believer in the Bible, but I know it's been manipulated. They took the word firmament out, for crying out loud. They took the word in earth and changed it to on earth. So if they can do that, and God means Godriel, and Lord means Baal, well, I'm open to Jesus meaning Hail Zeus now. But that doesn't mean I don't believe there was a Messiah that came to earth to help us. No, I fully think that's true. And I just don't think they want you to know his or the Heavenly Father's true name. Yeah, they want you worshiping someone else. Hey, those kind of look like devil's horns, if you catch my drift. And of course, all this is for entertainment purposes. People, I don't really care about helping people find truth, no matter how bad it hurts and how much it might disagree with what you've believed your entire life. Like I said, I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm just trying to show you a few things. Entertainment only.